Shout.
Hi, I'm Stu from Ideal Fitness. I'm here with my client Simon. Hi, Simon.
Hi, Stuart.
Simon's just finishing his coming up to the end of his 12 weeks with me. Fantastic 12 weeks. He'll tell you in his own words what he's done. I think he's done an amazing job. Don't know about you, Simon. I think that since you started with me, you've achieved some amazing stuff. So, in your own words, tell us, why did you decide to start a program with Ideal Fitness?
I've been suffering from a chronic back injury for about 2 years. Various MRI scans and tests had shown that I have degeneration of the spine in two of the vertebrae right at the base of my spine. Um, and just continually going to the hospital, getting needles stuck into me, doctor saying, oops, no, that hasn't worked. It
Right.
seemed like they had a tick list of things it might be, and as each procedure didn't work, they ticked that off and moved on to the next one. Um, and I was taking, at the highest point, nearly 2,000 milligrams of painkillers
How?
every day.
How?
Um,
And how does that make you feel?
it helped with the pain, but you know, when you have to then take on top of that 200 milligrams of antidepressants to stop you getting depressed about the amount of painkillers you're having to take because the amount of pain you're in, you've got to do something to change it. And I saw a documentary on the television called The Doctor That Gave Up Drugs, where he decided that there must be other ways to treat people with chronic pain conditions. Um, and that made me think that there must be something I could do because I could identify with the people on the television program and the pain they were in. I then spent £200 for a private consultation at the Nuffield in Shrewsbury, to be kept waiting for 45 minutes, and then told really I needed to have another MRI scan and see what that shows up.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I left there feeling quite angry and as if the NHS were just fobbing me off.
Okay.
There wasn't really much they could do for me except pump me full of painkillers and inject me once every 6 months. So after speaking to my wife on the way home, um, she did what she usually does before she solves a problem and jumps on Google, found Stuart, who, ironically enough, lives about 200 yards away from me.
Yeah.
And we had a meeting, and he came across and spoke to me and said you could help, and that's what I decided to do. So
Okay. So, since you've been on board, this is your 12th week now.
yeah,
What results have you achieved in that time?
I no longer take 2,000 milligrams of painkillers every day. I've stopped taking painkillers completely. I don't take any anymore, and I'm slowly weaning myself off the antidepressant tablets. I'm down to one tablet every 3 or 4 days.
Brilliant.
So I'm getting right close
Brilliant.
to the time where I can stop taking them. I've lost over a stone in weight.
What was, yeah, it was, last time I weighed you was
16.7.
yeah, 16.7, which is
Um,
fantastic.
I feel a lot happier. Um, I think about what I eat, and I tend to feel a little bit naughty if I don't do any exercise
So what are you
during the
doing
day.
now that you weren't doing previously?
I can play with the kids a little bit more.
Okay.
Take the dog out for a walk.
How long are you walking with the dog?
We're up to 2 miles now every day. Every lunchtime, it's sort of like in our routine now because Louis and I both work from home.
Yeah.
So at sort of 12 o'clock ish, work stops and we take the dog out for a walk.
So before then, you were walking with the dog how long?
Probably about 3/4 of a mile.
Okay.
So we upped it to a mile, and then after a few weeks, that didn't seem quite long enough.
Mm-hmm.
So then we devised another route, and according to my Fitbit, it's about just under 2 miles.
Okay. And what are you doing in the gym when you come here?
Getting beasted by you most of the time.
That's beast, yeah.
No, it's just, I mean, stuff. If you'd have asked me 6 months ago, could I come and do an hour's workout in a gym with a personal trainer? No. The answer would have been no. Um, but that's been the biggest change since we started the program. Is not physically. I think it's mentally in my attitude
Hmm.
towards. I want to control the pain now instead of
Yeah.
letting it control me.
So what have we done? What have we done mentally for you? What process have you put in place to help you mentally?
There's the mind and muscle connection techniques that you've taught me, and
Yeah.
the trigger point
Yeah.
technique that you taught me,
Yeah.
um, and just thinking about various different things.
So referencing back
Yeah, referencing back to a happier
and
time
bringing them
and bringing
forward.
that in.
Yeah.
Yeah, bringing that in. So
Positive
you're
thoughts.
focusing on that, and that sort of takes the pain
Yeah.
away a little bit.
Okay. So what is it you like best about having a regular program and using a personal trainer or a body transformation specialist?
It's, I suppose, a little bit of accountability. I mean, if the program was you saw me and you said, right, go away, do these exercises, come back and see me in 6 weeks, and we'll have a catch up, then I very probably wouldn't have done it
Okay.
because I need that push.
Mhm.
Not so much anymore, but certainly to start with. But coming here, and the one thing you've always done is make the training sessions enjoyable. Never thought I'd say that about physical exercise, but you have actually made them quite enjoyable. So it's nice to have someone knowing I'm coming here and I will exercise because you'll push me to do it.
Okay. Have you seen progress with yourself with the exercise?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
I Before I didn't think I liked doing squats. Now I'm fairly definite I don't like doing squats, but I can do them and I know how to do them properly and I know
Okay.
what good they are doing me. So
Okay. So how much pain are you in on a daily basis with your back now?
probably 2 or 3 out of 10.
And
Whereas
before?
before you're talking most days it was an 8 or a 9.
Okay. So there's the biggest progress for you,
Yeah.
is bringing that pain down, giving you a way of strengthening those muscles.
Hmm.
Something that the NHS,
Can't do.
well, they didn't help you, did
No,
they?
no.
I'm not going to rule them out. They do a fantastic
Oh,
job, but
absolutely. But as I saw my specialist at the pain clinic at the hospital a couple of weeks before Christmas, um, because he wanted to book me in for another procedure. But
yeah,
on talking with him and what I've done here with you and what I'm going to do when I go to Oswestry for 2 weeks in February, he's agreed to postpone that treatment because he doesn't want to do it if he doesn't have to. And even he'd noticed the change in my attitude towards.
Well, one thing I've noticed, when you first came to see me, it was one word answers. Your mental state has completely changed. You're now talking in volumes.
Yeah.
You're reciting novels to me when you come here, whereas before it was, don't know. That's
Well, that's the rut I was in
yeah,
at the time, and that
yeah,
was that was due to
yeah,
the depression and the drugs, really.
yeah. So, what would you say to someone who's sitting on a fence about joining Ideal Fitness and taking up a program?
Get off the fence, just do it. They won't regret it. Some people might think, Jesus, that's a lot of money, but it's really not. Not when you look at it.
I'll charge you twice next time then.
Charge me as many times as you like, but won't pay you.
Fine. I won't train
taking the money that I've paid you,
yeah,
and what I've got back for that money is, that's you can't.
Have you now got something that you can take away for the rest of your life?
Yeah, absolutely.
Good.
So you put it in that context, and it's not a lot of money.
So, if you were to do this again, Would you do it again
Yes,
for another 12 weeks?
yes.
On a scale of 1 to 10, would you for another 12 weeks on a scale of 1 to 10?
10.
Okay, that's what I like to hear.
Wouldn't hesitate.
That's what I like to hear. Thank you very much, Simon.
No problem.
Fantastic working with you, and thanks for this interview.
No worries.
Thank you. Yeah.